Being in the spotlight often means that faith to any religion takes a back seat, so it's pretty rare for well-known celebrities to share their journeys of finding faith and the changes that led them to believe in God. There is also belief that certain religious celebrities are often blacklisted, making it difficult to make it in show business. So here are the celebrities that don't shy away from their religious convictions. Patricia Heaton is a well-known actress, famous for her roles in sitcoms like Everybody Loves Raymond and The Middle. She has won the Emmy Award 3 times, and has also won the Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series on 2 occasions. During her time in the spotlight, she has not tried to hide the fact that she is a practicing Catholic. She can often be found on news programs being interviewed about her perspective on events through the lens of her faith. Beyond her professional life, she also serves as an ambassador for World Vision, a Christian charity dedicated to helping families, communities, and children escape poverty. Mark Wahlberg has had what many would describe as a tough past, after spending time dealing drugs and then serving time for an attempted murder charge. He hit rock bottom. This led him turn to God for support. As his Catholic faith deepened, he started to notice positive changes in his life, and his career was also taking off. He's now open about his Christian beliefs, frequently discussing his transformation and how God is central to everything he does. He shared, "For me to sit down and ask for material things is ridiculous. It's a much bigger picture than that. I want to serve God and be a good person, making amends for the mistakes I've made and the hurt I've caused." Candace Cameron Bure is most recognized for her role as the cute DJ Tanner on Full House. After hitting it big, Candace's brother Kirk played a big role in helping her strengthen her Christian faith. She wasn't raised in an overly religious family, but during her time on Full House, her family started to attend church. She was able to see firsthand the change that it made within her family, and she wanted more. Then when she was in her 20s, her brother gave her a book called The Way of the Master, and this is what transformed her life and helped her build a personal connection with God. Today, she's an outspoken Christian who shares her testimony whenever and wherever she can. Matthew McConaughey is known for being the smooth-talking Hollywood star that made his mark in romantic comedies, but he has also been in some intense dramatic film and television roles, even winning an Academy Award in 2014. He and his family attend a non-denominational Christian church in Texas, and he told GQ magazine his church is rooted in the belief that Jesus is the Son of God, who died for our sins. Later, when he chatted with Joe Rogan on his podcast, they also touched on religion, and he confirmed he identifies as a Christian. During their talk, he also teased the concept of being spiritual, but not religious, highlighting that the Latin origins of the word religion mean to bind together. When he was asked about the Bible, he mentioned it contains a lot of great truths. Chris Pratt is convinced that the faith he discovered later in life is closely linked to his career. Before becoming an actor, he worked as a waiter, and his main focus was booze and partying. One day, a guy approached him outside a grocery store and talked to him about God, and they ended up going to church together from there. Not long after embracing religion and changing his life, he was able to build relationships and create new connections that paved the way for a successful acting career. Now, after co-starring on Parks and Rec, which was intended to be a guest spot, he has become a full-blown movie star with a much bigger platform to share his beliefs. Reba McEntire is a country music singer and actress, often referred to as the Queen of Country. She has achieved remarkable success, selling more than 75 million records globally, and boasting 100 singles on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. She has been very open about her Christian faith, and she frequently discusses it and how it guides her through life's challenges. McEntire also released a gospel album called Sing It Now, Songs of Faith and Hope, and she has shared stories of how her faith got her through divorce and the loss of members of her band in a plane crash. Stephen Baldwin is an actor, producer, and director, recognized as the youngest of the four Baldwin brothers, and father to model Hailey Bieber. He has starred in movies like Born on the 4th of July, 8 Seconds, and The Usual Suspects. But after the attacks on September 11th, he became a born-again Christian. He also wrote a book called The Unusual Suspect, which details his journey to Christianity. He also co-founded the Breakthrough Ministry, which aims to use extreme sports as a form of ministry through arena tours. Baldwin, as of late, has shifted his career to be primarily focused on reality TV and faith-based content. Denzel Washington dropped out of college and was unsure about his future. Everything changed when he met a stranger in his mom's beauty salon. She told him he was destined to travel the world and speak to millions. A few months later, he made the decision to pursue acting. And since then, he has traveled the globe and impacted countless lives through his large body of acting roles. Washington has never shied away from his belief in God, and what that lady told him always stuck with him. He said, "I've been protected. I've been guided. I didn't always stay close to God, but He has always been there for me." Denzel Washington is also famous for how he responds in interviews. Recently, he was asked about cancel culture, and he responded, "I follow God. I don't follow man." Reese Witherspoon is an actress and producer who has won an Academy Award, a Primetime Emmy Award, and 2 Golden Globe Awards. She was raised in an Episcopalian family, and she continues to attend an Episcopal church in Los Angeles. As a young actress, she took offense to anyone taking the Lord's name in vain, and she couldn't believe they would break a commandment. Since then, she has loosened up on her strict beliefs, but she continues to share her faith with people. According to Witherspoon, she wholeheartedly believes in heaven, angels, halos, and the whole thing. It was only after directing the successful film Unbroken that Angelina Jolie regained her faith in God. Louis Zamperini, a World War II survivor and a devoted Christian, made a significant and transformative impression on her by sharing his own beliefs. He said, "When faced with a challenge, you need to confront it head-on, instead of letting it overwhelm you. We're not alone in this world. I'm not sure if it's called religion or faith, but there's definitely something bigger than us, and it's both unifying and beautiful." Zamperini's daughter recalls, "When my father passed away, we were all there with him in the hospital. Angelina arrived about 45 minutes later, and she said, 'I know he's with God.'" She believes that perhaps it was God's plan for her to meet Louis and create this film to guide her towards a life that embraces the Almighty. Hugh Jackman is an actor famous for playing Wolverine in the X-Men movies. He grew up in a Christian family and has mentioned that his Christian faith started with his father attending a Billy Graham crusade. He sees his acting as a way to honor God. He says, "I feel pleasure when I act. I feel what everyone's searching for, that feeling that unites us all." Additionally, Jackman has also mentioned he embraces lessons from the diverse school of practical philosophy in his life as well. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and please consider subscribing and sharing Recollection Road Entertainment with someone you know. As always, thank you so much for watching.